Let's go.
We can talk about it, but all talking is cheap. Cause the last word is me. The last word is me. We can talk about it, but you ain't beating me. Cause the last word is me. The last word is me.
Yeah, I know.
The last word is me. The last word is me. The last word is me.
Say what?
The last word is me. The last word is me. The last word is me.
Can you believe that, man?
The last word.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. Last word.
Yeah.
The best Canadian ever. Now, we're not going to even talk Andrew Wiggins.
Are
We're not talking about RJ Barrett.
What is our parameters of this argument here? Because are we talking on potential?
No.
Are we talking about skill base?
No.
Are we talking about again hardware and actual accolades involved in this? How are we doing this? Because we could look at a talent like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and say he's probably the best Canadian player we may ever have, but his accolades do not match that at this point yet. Right, Jamal Murray, his accolades are on the up. Right, a championship in the bag now, so that gives him an element of an argument in this. However, Nash again with his records, where he sits all time in NBA history on the assist records, whether it's being a guy who has 2 MVPs, which not many other players in NBA history can say that they have. So it's as quick as you want to throw away the potential of Nash still being the best Canadian player. I'm not there with you to throw him away that fast. Because, again, Jamal Murray's had a couple of great playoff runs. And this year, he was able to...
Everyone is entitled to their opinion. And I forgot you're one of the biggest Steve Nash fans, so forgive me for that.
But we have to balance this because then at some point, right, we could start having those arguments. Okay, Robert Ory's a better player than Charles Barkley because he has 7 titles and thing. Like, where are these arguments... we can't just simply have it weighed for championships, right? Then Bill Russell would be the greatest player of all time, right? Better than Jordan.
No.
He has 11 rings.
Big deal.
Twice as much as Jordan almost.
Horry has 7.
Exactly, right? And Jamal Murray has 1, Steve has none, right? So you can't use the argument where and when you want.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Simple question.
Please.
You're now the general manager of a new team, hypothetical.
Okay.
You're a general manager of a new team, and of course, you have Steve Nash here in his prime. You have
prime?
Jamal Murray there in his prime.
Okay.
And you have the number 1 pick, and those, of course, 2 are the 2 number 1 Canadians coming out, and everyone else is trash. You have 2 number
Why
ones.
is everyone else trash?
It's just one of those draft picks where you only have 1 and 2, and then, it's one of those drafts where. Let's look at
Nash in his prime or Jamal Murray.
Who are you picking for your team to be the leader, the face of your team? You need someone on both sides of the court, defense, offense.
None of them play much defense, so.
Okay, well, you need someone.
So, what does my team look like around it, right?
Your team has
Do
no
I need
players.
someone who's going to create?
Your team has no players.
Do I need...
No players. The first pick.
Yes.
Franchise starting.
Okay.
And you got the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are you taking Steve Nash or are you taking Jamal Murray? Good question.
Whew.
You see, now, if you want...
This is a tough one. This is a tough one
yeah.
because, again, Steve Nash in his prime, if I'm not dealing with no injuries, I'm not dealing with that. His IQ, his ability to make players around him better.
I didn't ask you for all of that. I just asked you, who are you taking? The 6'5" champion in Jamal Murray.
Not 6'5".
Well,
He's like
probably
6'3" or something.
Nah,
Okay.
I'll give him 6'5".
Okay. Again, the playoffs
A lot of huffing
weighs
and puffing,
heavy, right?
A lot of talking.
But
a lot of Robin
I'm taking Steve Nash. I'm taking Steve Nash in his prime.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we need a break.